Hello everyone. So in this particular lecture, I will be discussing about the advantages, disadvantages and applications of C++. Now C++ is one of the most popular and widely used, efficient and general purpose object-oriented programming languages. Now it is very famous among the programmers just because of the following advantages it offers. First, it is being called as a superset of C because it has been indirectly derived from C. So it is compatible with C, or in fact you can say it is an extension of C. So normally people are aware of C, and one who is aware of the syntax of C, because most of the keywords resemble to that in C. So in addition to the new keywords that it has, so it is very easy to learn. So being next is the object oriented language. It is an object oriented language, so everything is expressed in terms of objects and classes. We will be discussing about the detailed programming about the various object oriented concepts that are supported. So like we can say that polymorphism, classes, data abstraction helps us to make the code reuse, saving time and coding effort. Similarly, inheritance can break the program into multiple classes, making it more easier to understand. And in fact, we can say that it helps in real world modeling. Then it is great for system level programming also. So it allows programmers to make direct calls to the highly optimized native libraries. Now this feature is very important for it, and therefore it is being used in most low level programming also, and it maximizes and minimizes speed memory requirements. Next, it is a compiled into executable binaries, and therefore it can run immediately, and due to this it is much faster than the other interpreted languages that are available. Now it supports method overloading as well as operator overloading. Now, with method overloading, it allows code reusability, improves code readability, and therefore it saves memory space and provides flexibility to the code. On the other hand, operator overloading helps to redefine the meaning of operators and provide additional meaning. Thus, it allows the use of using the notation of operators with that of that user defined type. So these features are very important and makes very C++ very popular among programmers. The next feature is full control over memory management. It can allocate memory both statically as well as dynamically using new and delete operators. So one can customize memory address values and thus access hardware directly. Then it provides support for STL. With C++03, the STL was introduced as a standard template library, which is a set of libraries, functions, pre-written code available in C++. And it avoids writing common functionality in the code, making the program efficient, type fewer lines of code, making quicker programs and avoid errors. Now, as we have already discussed, it is a multi-paradigm language. So the advantage is that the user can or the programmer can choose among the various programming approaches that he wants to apply. Next is supports method overloading and operator loading. Okay, this has been already discussed. Now we move ahead. Most popular programming language. So it has vast community of developers. They are providing a lot of documentation, help in various topic tutorials. So therefore, it is very, you can say, very large amount of documentation available, easily to understand. If you go to net, you can find many resources and all that. Then it has support for lambda expression. With C++11, lambda expressions have been uh, introduced, and these lambda expressions help to define function locally at the place of the call. That is, at the time of the call, you can define functions. So this avoids scenarios where function definition could be far away from the place where you call, where you have passed them as a callable objects. So these many features, and with the newer versions introducing many more features, C advantages are many, and it is being one of the most popular languages. Next is the C++ disadvantages. No doubt it is fast, adaptable, suitable to wide range of applications, and it has been supportive over various operating systems also. As we have seen that we have installed on Windows, we can install it anywhere. So but it still has many disadvantages. So C++ code can be compiled even without having classes or creating objects. You saw hello program, and you saw the all the programs that we have discussed without classes so far. That is, we can make programs without classes. Even the main function is a free floating function and not confined to a class, as in case of Java. So this is an issue over here. That is, we can say it is a not pure object oriented programming language. Then garbage collection. Unlike Java, it is done manually over here. In C and C++, both garbage collection. But the term garbage collection means when you free your memory, which has been allocated dynamically using new and delete operator in C++, you have to free it. If you don't free it using delete operator, then the memory, if one or two variables, no issue, but consider that continuously your memory is being allocated, and at time the memory will get out of over underflow, and in that case it will not be available. So it is very important to deallocate memory that has been allocated, because a compiler or is not responsible. So therefore, unlike Java language, we have to do it manually, and it leads to memory leak problem. It also provides no support for multi-threading, but this is just limited to C++ 11 version, and thereafter there are support for multi-threading, and you can easily have if you are working with the C++11 and later. So source code written in C++ needs to be compiled on every platform. So it is, you can say, a platform dependent language, and this platform dependent language is a drawback, a big drawback. Then it provides support for multiple inheritance. There is no multiple inheritance in Java, so it is generally discouraged because it complicates code performance and then have other issues. So therefore it is just avoided. But here we have it. So this is again considered as one of the disadvantages. So program find it difficult to understand. Now, it is very difficult to program. If you're considering smaller programs, no doubt it's easy. As a student also, as a beginner also, you find it difficult. What is this, what is that, and how to handle classes. So this is not confined to any beginner, but if a pro also, then also then you have some thought in a mind that it is a difficult language. So therefore people try to shift in those language where a lot of help is available, or many things you can say about. So designing large and complex app projects are very difficult. Then it has security issues, because global data is declared, and you have seen global declaration, so this can be an issue, security issue, and these issues with can be problem. Then implicit conversion from enumeration type to int, but it does not prevent implicit conversion from int to enumeration. Reverse is not possible. So this is you can see that reference in the book, it is given over there. So what is the example that you cannot use enumeration and then you can declare a variable, it will not compile unless plus plus operator is used. The example is given over there. Now, so one cannot apply integer operations on enum. This is the reason why. Then it is a statically typed language. That is, you have to make sure that the data types for the variables are explicitly indicated by the programmer, because programmer should always do it, not the compiler. Like in JavaScript, we have interpreters that help us to automatically deduce the data type, but data type of a variable. This statically typed language, then it can be. Then classes do not provide for themselves. That is, C++ compiler automatically declares default constructor, copy constructor, and usually one has little control over the default behavior. So it is considered as a drawback. Then null and literal zero both interpret to zero. So to avoid this, null pointer was introduced with C++11. Therefore, the problem with this was that when we had a method overloading such that one had integer and other was character pointer, and because they both interpreted 0, so the two overloaded methods when function 0 was called could not resolve this method overloading, and hence it is considered as a problem. So this problem was removed with the null pointer, introduction of null pointer with C++. Then it is not as type safe as in Java. So these are some of the reasons why we should not go for, well, okay, what are the disadvantages and why other programming languages are taking advantage of these particular things. So next is applications of C++. By the term application, we mean that in which fields this particular and which applications do particularly use C++. To be very frank, C++ is very popular and every programmer, most of them are pro in this particular language. This is because of the features, functionality, resemblance to C, and all that features we have discussed earlier. Now, though it is used for developing of the operating system like Windows, Linux, Macintosh, all are developed in C++. Even the compilers develop Dev C++, Apple C++, these C++ compilers, and in fact MinJW is being developed in C++. Then you have a lot of web browsers. Their code is written like Google Chrome, then Mozilla Thunderbird, Safari, all these browsers have their code written and developed in C++. Most of the GUI applications, large companies, therefore go for interviews and ask for all these object-oriented languages like C++, Java in their code for the user to understand. Then we have many Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, all these are designed and primarily written in C++. Computer games and mobile games, all 3D games are written in this particular C++. Then we have Then we have database softwares like MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, Oracle. All these are written in C++. In fact, enterprise applications for banking application, financial, ERP source, all these are written in C++. Internet of Things, all this again in C++. Machine learning tools, simulators, virtual reality application, cloud systems, and there are a lot many applications you can think that almost everything is built in C++, but to a user it may seem, because you're always given the end products and you always think that everything is in terms of Windows, so you have to think of that level of programming at just a beginning level, but do start and ensure that you reach that level. C++ cannot be taught in a semester. It has to be spent over the years. There are some subjects that you have to carry on. I can say about them DBMS, C, C++, Java, these programming languages again with data structures as an important subject are very important in the course, and you should not think that you should limit them to a semester. You should think and about making them to be more logical in your mind, how they work and everything. So we come to the end of first chapter and we join you in the next chapter. Okay.